Hey guys, what's going on today? BOJoeKO here, and I am back with another NHL 15 wish list video for you guys. And in today's video, we are going to be going over GM mode connected. So if you guys haven't seen my GM mode, the regular GM mode for offline simulation, if you guys have not seen that video yet, make sure to check out the description down below, and you can go check out that video as well. But today, like I said, we're going to be talking over one of the more disappointing game modes that the NHL franchise has had for the past couple games. And so far, for the past 2 years, I think it's been in here. It's been fairly unsuccessful, if I might add. So, I should first start off by saying, guys, that I was going to include a bunch of screenshots from this game mode for this video, but unfortunately, I ran into some trouble, and that brings me right to point number one that I'm going to be making about GMO Connected. I have a lot of points I want to go over this time. I actually wrote them down for once. So the first thing that definitely needs to be fixed for NHL 15 GMO Connected, it's the lag. It's the lag is just completely and utterly unbearable in this game mode that I literally tried. I hit one button 3 times. I hit one button to scroll over to a window. I hit select and I hit A. Every single time it froze on me. I don't know if that's just my internet screwing up, but I'm fairly positive that it wasn't. It's the game mode itself. The game mode itself just takes so long to boot up. First off, it takes so long to move through the menus, and literally it's just a very not dedicated server wise. What they really need to do is give the same treatment GMO Connected as they do Hut, really. In all actuality, for the server wise and stuff like that, they need to make it so that this game mode's playable. Because right now, for the past 2 years, I will say this: 14 was better than 13. 13, you couldn't do absolutely anything. 13 was crap. 14, you could play it, very slowly. You could play it, but it's still very unplayable at times. So what they definitely need to do is upgrade it, give it the same treatment as they do Hut or EASHL, make the servers workable, and maybe this game mode could actually be somewhat successful. Now I'm going to move on to number 2 on my list, which would be, I would like to see better communication among players in the league. So I know that you when you go now, I'm going to be saying this start off. I should have mentioned this at the beginning too. I have only been in one GMO connected league this entire year, and that was in Deeks for only maybe about 2 months. So I'm not very educated in GMO connected, but I still kind of do get the basics from just looking it over and looking at all the options that are available to you in GMO connected. So definitely, I think one of the things that needs to be upgraded is the communication among players in the league. So if you want to play the online game against your opponent or opponents that you have matched up during the week, you can go on to, I believe it's the list of the players in the league, and you could see everybody who is a part of the league, and it also tells you if they are online or offline in the game. But the problem is, it's like if you want to get a hold of that person, you have to click on their name and actually send them an invite game request via Xbox. Personally, I think this should be changed, and I feel like you should try to send a message through the game itself, not over Xbox. So, like I said, it's either really easy or extremely difficult to play against somebody who you're matched up during the week for GM Connected. So, I feel like if they send a message through the game itself, as like it shows in the bottom of the ticker, like if you have a message waiting in your player hub, you get a little envelope that pops up down there. Either make it so that something pops up on the screen, or continue to have it in that envelope right down there on the bottom of the screen, so you will actually go notice and like, hey, I actually have something waiting in my player hub. Maybe somebody wants to go play me in GMO Connected. I'm going to go check it out and see what the message is all about. I feel that'd be good because, like I said, I hate getting messages over Xbox a ton of time from people I do not know. I'd rather get it over the game so that I know, oh, something pops up on the screen. Let me go check it and then see if I'm available or not to actually play that game in GMO Connect. I think that would be good. Okay, so next up I have here is putting the AHL in the game but only making that league simulated. So I feel when you are playing GMO Connected, you're only allowed to play the games in the NHL. You have a ton of players that are on your roster that are either in the AHL, in the juniors, or whatever, and you just have to play a full season for waiting for them to get better. I feel like we should be able to have a secondary team as the AHL, but only make that league simulated, not having the players play those AHL games because one, it'll give meaning to the prospects so that you know where they're playing and how they're doing. And two, it also allows the player to still have the GM mode aspect of the game and let them build a good simulation team, have it not all about just either playing the game and trying to win it yourself. So I feel like it would be good for the people who really like GM mode and they just like have fun setting up a team. It would be good because AHL would just be strictly simulation based, so you can build a very good simulation team and using the AHL. I feel like that would be cool. Okay, next up, going along with that, I wanted to suggest that they make the mode less like HUT and and I have in air quotes here, bring the GM mode into GM Connected. So I feel like I'm not entirely sure because I never created a league or not. I know the league creator has the ability to simulate games, but I feel like they should make GM mode Connected half playable and half simulation based because if you're making GM mode Connected and you're the creator of the league, you want to make sure that everybody's having a good time. So there could be some players that are in your league that just personally practically are not good at the game, but they may be very good at setting up a good team and putting players in place for very good simulation. So I feel like they should combine its online play and HUT aspects and combine GM mode together and bring it in. So you make it so that it's not every game needs to be a player versus player. So you can make it half and half, or have a certain ratio where from playable games to simulated games, and have that preset when the league is created, and it also can be adjusted from week to week. Because I feel like I said, some people just aren't naturally good at the game, but they could be good at building a very good simulation team. So I feel like that would be cool if they put that into the game. Like I said, uh, you don't want somebody who's just really good at the game, who's just taking over the first place in the division week after week and winning all their games and haven't lost anything. Make them build a good simulation team based as well. Just because the guy has maybe one or two lines full of superstars, but then 3 to 4 lines full of just really bad overall ranked players and a defense that's very, very under average, shouldn't allow them to continuously be the top person in the league. Make it so they should build a good team as well, so that the other simulation people who have a generally balanced team do just as good in the league as well. So I feel like if they just brought that in there, make it so that not every game is playable, allow some of the games to be simulated as well, I think that'd be pretty good. Even though with the creator of the league, you can tell the people to maybe only play this amount of games per, only pick 4 people to play against, and then you'll simulate all the rest of the week. I feel like that's probably been done before, but if they make it so that it's set at the beginning of the league and it can be adjusted throughout the year, throughout the weeks, I feel like that'd be cool. Okay, so going along with that, I feel like we should also give more player to the creator of the league to get rid of unfair players for online aspects. So one of the suggestions I was making for this would be a rating system, but there's always going to be problems with rating systems after each online game for each opponent to rate the other player. Be like, oh, was this person using an unfair advantage to win you over the game? Obviously, people can lie most of the time and lead to false accusations. But something that could possibly counter that would be a clip storage. Now, a clip storage would be something where every online game that is played during the league is stored into some sort of cloud onto the game, and only the league creator could have access to this clip storage so that they can view the entire online game that was just played. I feel like that wouldn't be too bad because on an average basis, I would say maybe a 3-period game of Hut or something like that. It's only going to last maybe about, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes or so, which really wouldn't be that big of a storage. So I feel like they could see that. So if you give that access to the league creator and they could actually see the gamer tags of the two teams or the two players that were active in that game, they could view that and look for glitch goals, ragging the puck, all that fun stuff that we like to hate and we love to hate and all that good stuff. And then they could have the ability to dish out warnings to those players that are abusing the system. So give them a one warning, hey, like, hey, I saw what you did in that one game versus what so and so. I'm going to give you a warning. Don't do it again. And if they do it again, two offenses removes that player permanently from that league. So I feel like that could be cool. Difficult, yes, but cool nonetheless. And also, I think I wrote this down because it says ability to reverse trades. I feel like the creator of the league already has the ability to do that. I feel like if you wanted to make a trade with somebody in the league, it has to go through the permission of the creator of the league first, or the final decision if he wants to make sure that that trade is viable for both teams. I feel like that's already in the game, but if it's not, that'd be cool. All right, next up would be for the iPhone users who have the NHL app on their phone. Make the app more immersive. So I know I'm gonna actually go onto the app right about now and see just exactly what you can do in this app. But as you guys know, in Hut you can do a ton of stuff. You can search for players, you can buy players, complete collections. You can't view trades on the app, which is upsetting, but it does make sense. So I'm on the app right now. I'm on the app right now, and you can post a message, which is good. You can view the transaction screen of your team. You can view your mail alerts on the app on GMO Connected. Okay, so you can view your mail alerts, um, but I feel like that's it. I'd rather have that throughout the entire game and through your player hub rather than just having the mail on the GMO Connected, because it's just so laggy and slow. I don't feel that that would be good. You can view your team. You can send trades and view free agency. You can view your injury report. You can view the schedule of who you're going to play. Okay, and then you could just view stats. So probably make it more immersive, I would say. Just continue to increase that. Like if the game becomes very popular and it becomes workable, I feel like I could see that part of the app turning out to be what Hut is right now, giving the players the ability to maybe view their opponents, view their lineups. Well, you can do that right now. View your lineups, view past games, uh, view past ratings on that player, giving tips or whatever on how the person plays and stuff like that. So just making the app more immersive, I think it would get more people involved into the game mode itself. Okay, so number 7 here, I let players have the ability to have every player in the league draft players rather than random or preset teams. Yes, I feel like this should definitely be in here. I know the creator of the league can either have the original teams of the NHL or whatever teams they're going to have preset in this game. They could either have them randomized, so just a random like fantasy draft, which is done for them, or it already has the preset teams. I feel like it'd be cool if every player had the ability to draft players. So have however many players that you have in the league, have them come at a certain time during the league, and have a draft for every single player, every player that would be available for the GMO Connected. I feel like that would be cool. It gives players to pick the team they kind of want, as well as the good prospects that may turn out depending on how far you want to simulate the league, and it just gives people who have very good knowledge of the game pick the players that they know are good in the online aspect, as well as those who are no players perform well simulation based. Once again. Next, I have include aspects of EASHL. Let players create a random team instead of choosing one. I feel like that'd be cool. Instead of just picking an NHL team that's already set for you guys, make it like EASHL. Create your very own team. Have the jerseys and whatnot set up. Just bring a good um, team creation feature of EASHL and bring that into GM mode, and then have the players either once again have it random preset or draft the players that you want to play on your team. Okay, now this one I think is pretty cool, and I think this one would this aspect would really help out the game mode. Have a reward system for GMO connected. So this would get having a reward system for GMO connected would definitely give people a reason to play this game mode. Whether it be getting more wins would contribute to bonuses for your players, allowing you to increase certain statistics, either staff upgrades, making your staff better, or have unlockables that could be used in other different game modes. For example, you guys can see in EASHL for unlocking certain boost slots, you have to sometimes you have to play other modes in the game. I know for GM mode that you have to get for certain boost slots in EASHL, you have to get your legend GM mode plaque in GM mode to unlock certain attributes in the ASHL. Why not do this for GMO Connected too? It would give, like I said, it would give people a reason to play the game mode rather than just doing it for fun. So if they put a reward system into GMO Connected, I feel that'd be pretty cool. Um, Next up, spectator mode. Allow players who are not wanting to play their game or have already completed their season watch other current games that are happening throughout the league. That'd be cool. If two other guys are playing in the league right now, you should be able to go into spectator mode and either put yourself into one of the cameras or put yourself into a fan or something like that. Just give the player the ability to view that game in some manner. I feel like that'd be cool. Gives you some pre-scouting. If you're playing that guy next week, if you're playing that player in the league next week, it gives you some pre-scouting on how that player plays, and then you can go about different strategies if you want to take on that player, how you would go about playing that player next week. And then finally, I have drafting. I don't know if drafting, like I said, drafting would just be, drafting. I feel like I don't know if you can trade your picks in GMO Connected. I don't know if drafting is even in the game or not. I'm not entirely sure. I just threw that down there just in case it wasn't. But give players the same way if you can draft a team, draft prospects as well. Same difference. So this one was actually much more in depth. I feel like this was a much better video because I actually wrote this stuff down this time. But yeah, the one thing that we all can pretty much agree on is GMO Connected needs to have the server support that HUT does, that EASHL does to make it a good league. Because right now, with uh, the current servers and whatnot, online connection that GMO Connected has right now, it's just not a fun or playable game type, and it's just way too long to wait. People just don't have the patience to wait that long in order to play this game mode. They need to update that in order for this game mode to even have the respect that HUT and EASHL do in the NHL franchise. So that's the video for my wish list for NHL 15. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree and or disagree with any of my suggestions in this video. And also, just to throw your own suggestions down there for what you would want to see in GMO Connected for NHL 15 as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. It always helps. And subscribe for more NHL content, as well as the next NHL 15 wish list video, which is going to be everybody's favorite game mode in this game, Hockey Ultimate Team. So that's coming up either next week or later on in the week. Hope you guys will stay tuned for that. If not, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you then.